こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we're studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me at any time. We're going to continue with Immersion with Card Captor Sakura.
ちゃんらしいですわ。あやー、雷、にわか雨でしょうか。ここなら雨宿りも。あや、降ってこないよ。
That says... Let's see. I think that's the kanji for to make or something. Let's see. This is a Sagyuin blue collar worker. Sagyoin. It's made from the Skudu, which is to make. It's made from the kanji for business, vocation, and then like a member of that employee, essentially. So a making business employee, or aka a blue collar worker. Sagyoin. See. Neki, breathing of a sleeping person. It's made from neru to sleep and iki, your breath. So ne iki.
寝ぼけてないで起きてよ。今日はいっぱい大変だったんだよ。ケロちゃん、ケロちゃん。寝ぼけてないで
See, nebokute nai de okite yo. 今日はいっぱい、let's see, big change, so that's, oh, 大変 yeah, 大変. So, 今日はいっぱい大変だったんだよ. 寝ぼけてないで、so 寝ぼける to be still half asleep, to be half awake, to be not quite awake. Nebokeru, okay, it's considered intransitive, so neboketenai de, in other words, I guess don't be sleeping. Let's see. Okiteyo, wake up. Kyo wa ippai taihen dattan da yo. Today, okay, it is that today something some major problem occurred or some. Let's see. Translator says, stop dozing off and wake up. Today was really tough. Okay. I don't think they mean tough. Eat pie, 1 cup. In this case, all of the okay, let's see, much, many. Basically, sort of a very like word. Like saying like it was full with problems completely. Like this is a major problem. Let's see. Something grave, okay. Actually, serious is probably a good word for it, yeah. Something extremely serious happened. If you're wondering why they're doing the dattan dayo, this is for putting it in the past tense, and then this is to make it sound more like informational and formal, like it is that something happened. Something happened essentially. So, nebokette nai de okite yo. 今日はいっぱい大変だったんだよ。
ケロちゃん、ケロちゃん、寝ぼけてないで起きてよ。今日はいっぱい大変だったんだよ。ケロちゃんリー・シャオランリー・シャオラン
Lee Xiaodan, or that transfer student's name. Let's see what this attempts to translate it as, considering it's originally from Chinese. Lee Xiao. Okay, this is probably wrong, but this is correct. Lee Xiaodan.
リー・シャオランおそらくそれはリー家のもんやな。おそらくそれはリー。
おそらくそれは something no monya na. おそらく probably, most likely, in all likelihood. So is Osorarai a word though? Osararai. Osaraku. Osoraku. Nope, this is just by itself adverb. So probably osaraku. Let's see, this is using osoreru. Let's see, osoreru. Osoru. Osoreru, to fear, to be afraid. Osoru. To fear, to be afraid. Okay. So, osoraku, probably. I dare say I'm afraid. Most likely. Let's see. それは理系 pneumonia. Oh, so basically like the Lee family, so, or the Lee K. So I'm afraid he is probably someone from the Lee family. Would probably be the best translation. Oh, so おそらくそれは理系pneumoniaな。
おそらくそれはリーケのもんやな。リーケ？ワイのご主人クローリードはな。おそらくそれはリーケのもんやな。リーケ？ワイのご主人クロ
Why no go Shujin? これをありどはな。Oh, Shujin. Go Shujin. Oh, oh, this is probably the Go Shujin as in master. So why no Go Shujin, my master, Cloud or Cloud Read. So why no Go Shujin, Cloud wana.
もんやな。リーケ？ワイのご主人クローリードはな、お父はんがイギリス人でお母はんが中国人なんや。
See.
イギリス人でお母はんが中国。
Okay, so Otohan ga let's see. Let's see, Otohan ga Igirisu hito de Okahan ga Chugokujin. Chugokujin. Nanya or that's weird. They're using de like an and. Why is de used here? I know de can sometimes be used in this. I know de can sometimes be the connective form of da, but I've never actually seen it like to just pluck two sentences together like that. Let's see, in this sentence, okay, the particle de is used as the connective form ren-tai-ke of the copular da. Dax is the conjunction meaning and, linking two descriptive clauses. So my father is British and my mother is Chinese. When connecting sentences with nouns or non-adjectives, the final da changes to a de to join clauses smoothly with a single sentence. Distinction for particle. This is not the particle de, indicating location, means, or state. It is strictly a conjuncted form of the verb copular da. So,
リーク、ワイのご主人クローリードはな、お父はんがイギリス人。おそらくそれはリー家のもんやな。リーク、ワイのご主人クローリードはな、お父はんがイギリス人でお母はんが中国人なんや。イギリス人。
お父はんがイギリス人でお母はんが中国人なんや。So, yeah, yes. I think it's, let's see, why no ご主人クラウリードはな。I thought Clara Reed was fully British, but unless I'm mistaking this, it's saying that his father was British and his mother was Chinese. Okay, I always thought he was just British.
もんやな。リーク、ワイのご主人クローリードはな、お父はんがイギリス人でお母はんが中国人なんや。せやからクローの魔術には、お父はんがイギリス人でお母はんが中国人なんや。せやからクローの魔術、イギリス人でお母はんが中国人なんや。せやからクロー、
せやからクラウのSeiya. That's right. That is so. Oh, right. Okay. Seiya. Also, so the. And then. Majutsu. Magic sorcery. Rich calf. That was Maho. Magic paranoia. Seiya kara. This is the Kansai dialect's Osaka Kyoto area equivalent to Dakara. Oh, that's right. Se is probably from so, and then ya is from da. So I guess so da kara, which gets changed to seiya kara. Seiya, Kansai dialect for soda. Okay. What? Let's see. Majutsu, meaning magic sorcery. Ni protocol. Okay. So seiya kara kurao no majutsu ni wa. What is the difference between Majutsu and Maho? In general usage, Maho and Majutsu are often synonymous for magic, but distinct nuances exist depending on the context, general language versus specific fiction lore. Maho literally way of the demon slash spirit. It is the most common universal term for supernatural magic, e.g. Harry Potter, Mahu Shoujo. It often implies power derived from innate talent, spirits, or mysterious forces. Majutsu literally art or techniques of the demon slash spirit. It tends to sound more technical, academic, or systemic. It is often used to describe magic as a learned skill or a system of rituals rather than just a miracle. Note in modern Japanese, Majutsu can also refer to stage magic or illusions, though Teijinashi or Kijutsu are more precise for stage tricks. The distinction in fiction, okay. Maho, true magic, represents miracles that are impossible to replicate by modern science or human effort. It touches on the divine or the absolute. In Fate series, only 5 such true magics exist in modern era. Majutsu, magecraft, represents techniques that mimic miracles but follow a logical system of rules and scientific-like process. It is something humans can learn and reproduce through study, example, alchemy, or rituals. So I guess Maho is like in things in which you have to be born with the ability, and then Majutsu is like if you just learn these techniques, you can do this magic. You don't have to be born with it. So Seiya kara Kurao no Majutsu ni wa. That's why the cloud's magic.
イギリス人でお母はんが中国人なんや。せやから苦労の魔術には西洋魔術と東洋魔術が混ざっとるもんが多い。中国人なんや。せやから苦労の魔術には西洋魔術と東洋。
Okay. Seiyo. Let's see. The West Sea Coast, Western countries, Western world. So, Seiyo Majutsu to Toyo, the East, the Orient, Japan. Okay. let's see, this comes from Ocean Sea Foreign Western Style. Okay. So I guess the East Ocean and the West Ocean. Okay. Or in other words, the Western countries and the Eastern countries. So Seiyo Majutsu to Toyo Majutsu ga Mazatoru to be mixed, to be blended with, to associate with, to mingle, to join. Oi. Let's see. Seiyo. So that's why, so from there, cloud read, and then Western and Western and, so as for cloud read, okay, so mixing Western and Eastern magic, and let's see, Mazatoru, so Mazoru, so this would be Mazote Oru if it was continuous. Mazote Oru. I mean Mazate, yeah, Mazate Oru, which contracts to Mazatoru. Yeah, so Mazatoru, so this is continuous. So Eastern and Western magics were mixed, and then so as for cloud read, let's see, as for Eastern and Western magics being mixed, many or numerous. Let's see, the translator says it as. That's why a lot of Cloud's magic blends Western and Eastern techniques. Let's see. Let's see. So let's see. As for Cloud's, so from there, Cloud Read blended many Eastern and Western techniques. Okay, so now, okay, so this is the main topic right here, and then we have this whole sentence is basically a clause that describes moan. This Seiyo Majutsu to Toyo Majutsu ga Mazatoru Mon. Yeah, Mazatoru describes moan. So what type of things we're talking about? We're talking about Western magic and Eastern magic mixing things. And then we're saying there was many of those. So Cloud Read mixed Eastern and Western magic, so 西洋魔術と東洋魔術が混ざっとるもんが多い。By the way, this is the same to as in Tokyo.
個人なんや。せやから苦労の魔術には西洋魔術と東洋魔術が混ざっとるもんが多い。さくらが使う魔法陣にも英語と漢字があるやろ。混ざっとるもんが多い。
桜が使う魔法 something にも英語と漢字があるやら。魔法陣 Summoning Circle Magic Square Okay, yeah, so it's this one, Mahojin. This kanji comes from camp, battle ray, rank, position, sudden, brief time. So, witch, demon, evil, spirit, method, battle array, okay, or summoning circle. So, Sakura ga Skau Mahojin. So, Sakura used what type of summoning circle we're talking about? We're talking about the summoning circle that Sakura uses. Okay, so Sakura ga Skau Mahojin Nimo. Eigo to kanji ga aru yaro. So the summoning circle that Sakura uses has English and kanji on it. You can see both English and Chinese characters in the magic circles that Sakura uses, right? Okay, so
せやから苦労の魔術には西洋魔術と東洋魔術が混ざっとるもんが多い。さくらが使う魔法陣にも英語と漢字があるやろ。さくらが今使とる魔法は苦労。さくらが使う魔法陣にも英語と漢字があるやろ。さくらが今使とる
Sakura ga ima tsukotoru maho wa Sakura ga ima see sko see this is from Skau, which is to use, okay, but Skau toru is probably from skatte oru, so skatte would become toru, and there was probably another phonetic shift making it toru. So Sakura ga ima Skotoru Maho wa so Sakura, as of right now, let's see, uses the magic she uses. Okay. Does he pause with that?
混ざっとるもんが多い。さくらが使う魔法陣にも英語と漢字があるやろ。さくらが今使うとる魔法は黒が
Not really.
多い。さくらが使う魔法陣にも英語と漢字があるやろ。さくらが今使うとる魔法
See, the magic Sakura is using right now is so. Let's see, Sakura ga. Okay, so Sakura ga ima skotoru maho was where Sakura ga ima skotoru is basically a clause describing maho. So what type of magic? So as this magic that Sakura is using, so as for the magic Sakura is using right now,
と東洋魔術が混ざっとるもんが多い。さくらが使う魔法陣にも英語と漢字があるやろ。さくらが今使うとる魔法は黒が作り出した魔術なんや。
これが作り出した魔術なんや。So, Cloud, I'm guessing that's some word for making it. So it's Cloud read made, or Cloud made magic. See, the magic Sakura using right now is magic created by Cloud. And this word right here, Skuri Dashita, to manufacture, to produce, to invent, to dream up, to create. What is the difference between Skuru and Skuri Dasu? See, Skuri Dasu, to start to make, Skuru to make, to start to make. To invent, to dream up, to create. See, Skudu is the general neutral verb meaning to make or to create, used for a wide variety of tangible and intangible items for cooking a meal, to establish a rule. In contrast, Skuridasu emphasizes the creation of something new, or the generation emergence of an object, idea, or situation that did not previously exist. Okay, so for creating things that wasn't here before. So you wouldn't use it for like making eggs, since eggs have been made before. See, it implies creating something which doesn't exist yet. It's often used in the context of a business coming up with or inventing, making, or manufacturing, producing, etc. a new product. So, これが作り出した魔術なんや。
さくらが今使とる魔法はクロウが作り出した魔術なんや。昔から伝わっとる古い魔術はな。
昔から
はクロウが作り出した魔術なんや。昔から伝わっとる古い魔術はな。使とる魔法はクロウが作り出した魔術なんや。昔から伝わっとる。
Is it Suwat? Mukashi. Oh, Sudawataro. To spread rumors or news, to travel, to circulate, to go around, to be handed down from generation to generation, to be introduced to a country, region. So, Tsutawaru, intransitive. Mukashi kara so this is probably from Suwate Oru, or which gets contracted to Swatoru. Urui, old. So a long time ago, passed down old Majutsu. So from a long time ago, it was passed down old magic. An ancient magic that has been passed down for ages. That's a much better way of putting it. Let's see, so, mukashi kara suwatoru furui majutsu wa na.
さくらが今使とる魔法はクロウが作り出した魔術なんや。昔から伝わっとる古い魔術はな。手順を踏んできちんと約束事を守ったら 古い魔術はな、手順を踏んできちんと約束。
See, Taejun, process, procedure, sequence, protocol, instruction. Taejun, funde, to step on, to tread on, to trample on, to set a foot on, to experience, to undergo, to follow rules, principles. Process, procedures. Let's see. So, funde is from fumu. So probably to follow is probably the best word being used here. So to follow procedures. So Taejun will funde kichinto properly, accurately, precisely. Orderly. So to follow procedures properly, and then yakusoku goto, so promise thing or promise, vow, engagement, convention, rule, resolution. Yakusoku, promise, agreement. This is a pseudo verb. All this is just a noun. Difference between yakusoku and yakusoku goto. Let's see, yakusoku generally refers to promise or appointment made between individuals, such as a plan to meet a friend or a personal commitment. While it can imply social arrangement, it is distinct from yoyaku, which is used for reserving services or items, e.g. restaurant seats, doctor's appointments. Yakusoku goto expands this meaning to include conventions, rules, or established norms within a group, organization, or society. It refers to an agreed upon behavior or regulation that maintains order, such as cleaning duties in a shared house or professional ethics, rather than just one-on-one promises. Key difference is scope. Let's see, yoyaku. So yeah, yoyaku is typically interperson, person to person, whereas yakusoku goto is often communal or systemic, group to group. I mean, yakusoku is typically personal, person to person. Yakusoku is noun promise. Yakusoku suru is verb to promise. Okay, so I think they're trying to go for like the laws of nature when saying it like this, or conventions of nature. So yakusoku goto o mamotara. So let's see, when you protect the conventions, when you can protect the conventions, so long time ago, passed down magic. See, following rules properly. Let's see. When you protect the conventions. No, following procedures when you protect the rules or conventions. Let's see, and this thing translates it to with ancient magic that's been passed down for generations. If you follow the proper steps and strictly adhere to the rules, Oh, interesting. So, in English translation implies the following the steps is also part of the if. Let's see. So follow or funde the procedures tejun kinchinto properly uh mamoru to keep to observe to obey. So yeah, okay, so it's not only protect but it's also to observe, okay, or to obey. And so if you strictly observe the rules, so altogether that's so far mukashi kara uh, suta watoru furui majutsu wa, let's see, wana, okay, teijun wo funde kichin to yakusoku goto o mamotara, and then it continues from there. Let's see, is kichinto kansai-ben? No, it doesn't mention it. Kichinto kansai-ben. Not seen that yet. No, I've seen Chanto, but Kichinto? The colloquial form Kichidi is often associated with Kansai dialect. Kinchinto itself is not a dialect. How does it differ from Chanto? The Kichinto emphasizes precision, ordered detail. It implies doing something thoroughly, neatly, or it implies doing something thoroughly, neatly, or according to a specific standard or rules. It is often to tidiness, organization, or formal correctness. Chanto emphasizes functionality and sufficiency. It implies doing what is necessary or expected so that things work out correctly. It is more casual and focuses on the result being okay or as expected. So Kinchinto has a more focus on being meticulously doing them, and Chanto's more focused on doing it to a sufficient level. Hmm. 手順 So 手順を踏んで 手順を踏んで So 踏んで was what to follow. Okay, 踏んで So from 踏む手順を踏んできちんと約束事を守ま守ったる
から伝わっとる古い魔術はな、手順を踏んできちんと約束事を守ったらある程度のもんまでは誰でもしよう。手順を踏んできちんと約束事を守ったらある程度のもんまでは誰でも使用可能や。
ある程度 to some extent, a certain extent. So extent and degree. Oh yeah, this is the kanji used in Hodo. Let's see. Hodo by itself makes degree amount the order. Let's see. The order of following a number about approximately. So aruteho to some extent. Okay. So this is considered a clause expression. So okay. And let's see, Tado is considered a noun, probably. So, arutero no mon, to some extent thing. So let's see, if you follow the procedures and obey the rules, strictly adhere to the rules, to some extent thing, and then mare, let's see, wa dare de, let's see, up to an extent, let's see, oh, dare demo, I think that's anyone, let's see, anyone, shokano, available, enabled, can be used, may be used. See, send, mission order, messenger, utilize, okay, can, passable, ability, talent, can be used. Shokano. So up to an extent thing, anyone can use it. Difference between scout and shokano, let's see. Is the general everyday verb meaning to use, to utilize, application. Okay, in contrast, oh, that's not a small yo, that's a larger yo. So shiyo kano. So shiyo kano is a noun that should have a noun phrase meaning usable in order or available for use, specifically indicating that an item is functional, undamaged, and ready for operation. So okay, so it's more like, it's not used, it's more like usable. Okay. So kano. So as for the ancient magic that's been passed down for ages, if you follow the proper steps and strictly adhere to the rules, anyone can use it up to a certain level. Let's see. So there's a wa up there talking about the magic being passed down. There's a wa right here talking about up to a certain extent. So mukashi kara tawatoru furui majutsu wa na. That's probably a separate sentence at that point. But it's the topic for the next sentence, though. Then let's see. Teijun wo funde kichinto yakusoku goto o mamotara aru teido no mon made までは誰でも小可能や、そう、ある程のもんまでは誰でも使用可能や、
ごとを守ったらある程度のもんまでは誰でも使用可能や。けど全く新しい魔術を作るなんてことができるんは程度のもんまでは誰でも使用可能や。けど
けど、全く、OK。けど、全く新しい魔術を作る。So, completely new magic. So as for that, how you so you so using new magic completely non na- nante kind of thing nante koto. So all this, so as for saying something like using magic completely kind of thing, dekirun wa. So it's possible. So, let's see, but the ability to create entirely new magics. Oh, that's not use, that's create. Okay. でも、全く新しい魔術を作るなんてことができるは、so, but the ability to create new kinds of magics, something like that, or creating new magic types of things. So, けど、全く新しい魔術を作るなんてことができるは、
手順を踏んできちんと約束事を守ったらある程度のもんまでは誰でも使用可能や。けど全く新しい魔術を作るなんてことができるんは世の中でもほんの数人の魔術師だけや。ってことができるんは世の中でもほんのけど全く新しい魔術を作るなんてことができるんは世の中でも
世の中でもほんの
ほんの数人の魔術
数人の魔術師
だけ。
see, Yononaka, society, the world, the times. Generation, world, society, public. Okay, let's see. The world. Honno. Mere only just slight. Sunin, several people, a few people. Made from number, strength, fate, laws, figures, person. Sunin no Majutsu. Majutsu Shi. Magician, conjurer. So in other words, a few magical people, a few magicians, or a few sorcerers, I guess, or wizards. Let's see, Majutsu Shi. So let's see. As for the ability to make new types of magic, in all of society, only it's been limited to just a few magicians, or a few basically. Let's see, but only a handful of magicians in the world are capable of creating entirely new forms of magic. Yo no naka demo hono sunin. So several people, sunin, with just or slight or mere, so only a few people. So hono sunin no majutsu shin dake ya. Let's see. Yo no naka demo hono sujin no majutsu shi dake ya. Majutsu shi sunin, so yo no naka.
けど全く新しい魔術を作るなんてことができるんは世の中でもほんの数人の魔術師だけや。クロウさんってすごい人だったんだね。
クラウさんってすごい人だったんだね。
クロウさんってすごい人だったんだね。
Let's see, how does she do that? Say that first te.
世の中でもほんの数人の魔術師だけや。クロウさんってすごい人だったんだね。
Yeah, she does do the double te. Let's see. Klaus sanってすごい人だったんだね。
クロウさんってすごい人だったんだね。ま、数人の魔術師だけや。クロウさんってすごい人だったんだね。クロウさんってすごい人だったんだね。
I'm trying to hear if she's saying Hito. I assume that's Hito, but
数人の魔術師だけや。クロウさんってすごい人だったんだね。
oh yeah, there it is, yeah, Hito. So, Cloud is an amazing person. Oh, well, Cloud was an amazing person.
さんってすごい人だったんだね。ま、本人はいろいろ問題あったけどな。ってすごい人だったんだね。ま、本人はいろいろ。
まあ、本人はいろいろ
問題あったけど。
問題あったけどな。本人, the person in question, so origin, basically origin person, or in other words, the person in question, 本人はいろいろ many different questions, troubles, controversies, problems. So, in other words, but he had many different problems. Let's see, well, he had his share of problems, though. まあ、okay. Let's see. まあ、本人はいろいろ問題、問題。本人はいろいろ問題あったけどな。
だったんだね。ま、本人はいろいろ問題あったけどな。問題？いや、で、リーケっちゅんはな、苦労のお母はんの実家や。いや、で、リーケ。
で、リケチュ。See, Chu was, oh yeah, the way of saying Toyu in Kansai Ben. De Leak Chun wa wana, okay. Cloud no of Okahan no Chika. One's parents' home, so his Cloud's mother's home. Cloud's mother's parents' homes. By the way, the Lee family is Cloud's mother's family. What? So the Lee family is Cloud's mother's family. So explain the grammar of this.
実家や。中国でも有名な同志の家系やったらしい。いや、で、リーケっちゅんはな、
Meaning see the Lee family. Lee Kekchun wa. Let's see. Why does this begin with de? Okay, if you solve something starting with de, it functions as a conjunction meaning so and then and by the way. Okay. So de. So li kekchu chun wana kurao no okasan no chika explain. This part more. Is a distinctly concept of Sakura construction of the Suchun, colloquial contraction of Toyu no. Standard Japanese would be Li ke Toyu no, okay. Or Li ke Toyun. So the thing called the Li family acts as normalizer. So de, okay. Li kechun wa when oh yeah, what about the na on the end of it? It's saying it's sentence ending final particle. Does he pause there?
本人はいろいろ問題あったけどな。問題？あ、いや、で、リーケチュンはな、苦労のお母のじ。
Okay, yes. So he basically says it as a separate sentence, even though it's sort of like the main topic of the next sentence. That's why the na is there. So, Deli kekchun wana Deli kekchun wana crowd no okahan no jika ya jika. Li kakchun chun wana crowd no okahan no jika ya. So as for the Lee family, it's Cloud's mother's family home. Cloud's mother's parents' home.
いや、で、リーケチュンはな、苦労のお母の実家や、中国でも有名な同士の家系やったらしい。
中国でも
リーケチュンはな、苦労のお母の実家や、中国でも有名な同士の家系やったらしい。
let's see. So inside of China, you may, I think that's famous. Nah, something. You may, famous, and then Doshi, person of high morals, Buddhist monk. Probably supposed to be like a Buddhist monk. So a famous, inside China, famous monk, Kakei, family lineage. So the word for family and the word for lineage. Okay, family lineage, Kakei. So famous monk lineage. Yatta. So what? From same as data. So yatta. So inside China, a famous monk lineage. I believe. I think it's trying to say like I believe they were a famous monk lineage inside China. Let's see. Apparently they were from a line of Taoist priests famous even in China. That doesn't mean quite the same thing. They were famous. It's more like famous. Oh, that's right. It's not Chugoku De. It's Goku Demo, implying that they were not only famous in China but other places. That's why they were translated as famous even in China. So Goku Demo, Yurei na, Doshi no Kage. Yurei na Doshi no Kage Yattara Rashi. And he's using, I believe he's using Rashi because he's not entirely sure, but he thinks it's true. Or it's, well, or maybe he believes it's true, but it's just something he heard. He didn't observe it with his own eyes. So, Chugoku demo, Yurei na, do, doshi, okay. Doshi na, kakei no, oh, no, yeah, no, that's doshi. Yurei na, doshi no, kakei yattara rashi. Chugoku demo, Yurei na, doshi no kakei yatta rashi.
いや、で、リーケっちゅんはな、クロウのお母はんの実家や。クロウさんってすごい人だったんだね。ま、本人はいろいろ問題あったけどな。問題？いや、で、リーケっちゅんはな、クロウのお母はんの実家や。中国でも有名な同士の家系やったらしい。じゃあ、あの子は？
じゃあ、あの子は、so, that kid,
クロウの遠い遠い親戚っちゅうことやな。
クラウの遠い鳥、
実家や。中国でも有名な同士の家系やったらしい。じゃあの子は。
親戚 relative relation kin. So far, or in this case, distant. So distant relative. Why would you use chew here? So yeah, nah. So he's a distant relative, or kurao no toi tori shin sekichu koto ya na. Explain the grammar of
苦労の。
kuro. Okay. Kuro. She's colloquial contraction of toi or toi yori. In this context, it functions as a quotative or explanatory marker, since the meaning called, or that is to say, it links a noun phrase to the explanatory structure that follows. See, a very, very distant relative of cloud, I suppose, is what the translator says. Okay, this sentence uses the kansai dialect feature, specifically ya and the sichu, okay, called or said, which are characters of the Osaka Kyoto speech patterns. The repetition tori emphasizes extreme distance remoteness, okay. Tsuchu koto yana is a common colloquial structure meaning. It's a noun phrase. That's what it is noun phrase, that's what, or you could say that it's noun phrase. Okay, so in other words, he's basically saying something like you can call him, the thing you can call him is a distant relative. Or you could say that he's a distant relative. Or you could say that he's a distant relative. So, crowd of cloud. So, crowd no toi tori shinseki. Crowd no toi shinseki. Shinseki chu. Okay. Crowd no toi shinseki chu koto ya na.
苦労のお母はんの実家や。中国でも有名な同士の家系やったらしい。じゃあの子は。苦労の遠い親戚っちゅうことやな。リー家は香港に移ったって噂で聞いとったけど。リー家は香港に移ったって。
リー家は Hong Kong. Oh, Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Okay, Hong Kong. Wait, the Japanese word doesn't have any G sound in it. I guess that makes sense. Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Let's see, Hong Kong. So, リケは香港に、let's see, 移ったって噂 rumor. So, 移る to move to another place, to change, to be transferred, to spread. Okay. Oh yeah, utsuru intransitive, to move. That's right. Yeah. Word used for conjugating godon verbs, since utsuru, or the endings of all these sounds that translate to like the sutes, like kawate from kawaru. So utsutate. Oh, this is probably this quote in Sute. Yeah. So, リケは香港に移ったって噂で、聞き取ったけど、so 聞き取った is probably from 聞いておった, which gets contracted to 聞き取った. 聞き取った from 聞いておった. So as for the Lee family, I heard a rumor of them moving. But why is the dad there? Why is dad in Uasade? Okay, the particle de indicates source or means from which the information was obtained. Translates to, I heard it from rumors. Okay, so it's the means for how he heard. He heard it via the rumor. Okay. So, リケは香港に移ったって噂で聞いとったけど, so I heard from a rumor that the Lee family moved to Hong Kong, but Hong Kong, let's see, Hong Kong's kanji, does it have to do something about with like scent and incense and harbor, because the harbor moved a lot of incense through it. Okay, and literally that their family name means plum, okay? リケは香港に歌って噂で聞いとったけど,
家は香港に移ったって噂で聞いとったけど、ほんまやったんやな。家は香港に移ったって噂で聞いとったけど、ほんまやったんや。
ほんまやったんやな. So, Honma, I think that's like truth, reality. So, is that true? I guess.
移ったって噂で聞いとったけど、ほんまや。
So, I heard that rumor, but is it true? Okay. Honma, truth, reality. So I heard rumors that the Lee family had moved to Hong Kong, but so it was true after all. Wait, he's not asking if it was true. Oh, I heard rumors that they moved, but it was true. Okay. So it was true after all. Honma yatanya na.
遠い親戚っちゅうことやな。リー家は香港に移ったって噂で聞いとったけど、ほんまやったんやな。あ、じゃあ私。リー家は香港に移ったって噂で聞いとったけど、ほんまやったんやな。あ、
じゃあ、well,
私、あの子にこのカード渡した方がよかったの？
あの子にこのカードLet's wait. Rainwood, Shadow. Well, she's obviously not hold them all.
じゃあ私、あの子にこのカード渡した方がよ。
Watashita or watasu, to ferry across, to carry across, to hand over. So, あの子にこのカード渡した方がよかった。So, oh yeah. So, is it good? Is it good to hand over the cards to that kid? Or should I have given the cards to that kid? Or more literally, it translates to kid. These cards have handed over direction. Is was it good? Since the way Japanese statements of things like you should do or basically said in the or said in the past tense and then in that direction, or watashita ho, so in the direction of that past tense of handing it over. Hence it translates to should I have given these cards to that kid? So の子にこのカード渡した方がよかったの？渡した。
それ聞いとったけど、ほんまやったんやな。あ、じゃあ私、あの子にこのカード渡した方がよかったの？そりゃちゃうで。
Oh, there's the extra cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least. Let's see, that would be fly. Yeah. Fly, wind. Rain. Let's see, fly, wind, rain. Rain and wood. And there's shadow, jump, and silence. Shadow, jump, silence, but it looks like there's another one in there. Hmm.
あの子にこのカード渡した方がよかったの？そりゃちゃうで。そりゃちゃう。
それちゃうで。Let's see. Very extremely. Oh, Chao is basically concept and way of saying Chigao, which is used the same way as Nai. Soria, very extremely don't. Does not exist, or in other words, don't. So absolutely not then. And then de, because it's, I guess the de for saying don't do something. Explain the grammar of this. Soria. Soria is from sorewa, meaning that. Then chao is casual contraction of chigao, meaning differ or wrong. De, casual sentence and particle, particularly characteristic of concept dialect. Combined phrase, that's wrong. No, that's not it. Or don't do that. So as for that, it does not exist or it's wrong. Is this the Kansai bin ending particle de, or the de telling you not to do something? In this phrase, the ending particle de is assertive, not prohibitive. Okay, it functions as a Kansai dialect's equivalent of the standard Japanese assertion particle yo, or the copula da. It can be the copula. Interesting. Its purpose is a strong state or fact, correct someone or emphasize. So it's not the prohibitive dad, it's the assertive dad. Okay. So, Soria Chao de.
あの子にこのカード渡した方がよかったの？そりゃちゃうで。さくらはこの本を開いてワイを目覚めさせた。さくらはこ
Sakura wa kono hon o
の本を開いてワイ。
hiraite. Yeah, because it's rotating open, so you use hiraite instead of aite. So Sakura wa kono hon wo hiraite wai o mi oboe me saseta? So as for Sakura, open this book. Oh, Misa Mezameru, to wake up, to awaken to instinct, ability, perception, to come to one's senses. Oboeru, to memorize. So to memorize and to see, mezameru. So mezameru saseta. So Sakura opened this book, and caused I to awaken. So Sakura opened this book and awakened me. So Sakura wa kono hon o hiraite wai o mezame saseta. From mezameru, okay.
さくらはこの本を開いて Y を目覚めさせた。最初に会った時も言うたけど、この本には封印が施されとって、最初に会った時もさくらはこの本を開いて Y を目覚めさせた。最初に会った
最初に okay. Why does it not recognize this word? Saisho, yeah, saisho, okay. Beginnings, saisho ni uta, which is basically, I guess it's supposed to be the concept bin way of saying atta. So ota toki. Okay, so when we met, Iuta, so this another concept bin way of saying ita. So Iuta. See, first when we met, and then said first, okay, when we met, you to say it. So let's see, it is said that when we first met, okay, but konohon ni wa, so this book, fuin ga hodokosare totte, let's see, hodokosu, to give, to donate, to apply, to perform, to conduct, to sow, to seed, to scatter. Let's see, hodokosu, so hodoko so this would be sareru, and then this is put into continuous tense, I guess. So sareru would be sarete ote. Or is this just the quoting? No, this is not the quoting part. Yeah, so hodoko saretote. So Horoko sarete otte becomes Horoko saretotte. So as for this book, let's see, give to the ceiling beast. So wait, the ceiling beast is said to, no, yeah, the ceiling beast gives this book, wait, what? As I told you when we first met, this book has been sealed. So, Seisho ni ota toki. So when we first met, so as for when we first met, I said, so let's see, as I said when we first met, but this book, oh, Fuin, that's right, it's just seal. So this book was given a seal, and to be, or seal was performed or conducted on it. So in other words, this book was sealed. But I don't get why they have but at that location. So let's see. So as for this book, towards it was a seal was given. Okay. So hon ni wa fuin ga hodo. Let's see. Explain the grammar of fuin ga. I started when you continuative form stem. Continuative form stem of the passive verb. Okay. Hodo kosa sareru. Okay. Totte. This is a dialect form of to te et oru. Standard Japanese. So it was in a continuous state of having received a seal. I mean, okay. Te oru indicates resultant state. Okay. Okay. Saisho at first, initially, and then. Okay. Ota Tokimo. Okay. When we first met. Let's see. I said, but. Okay. Regarding this book. Let's see. A seal has been applied to it. I said when we first met that this book has been sealed to it, and. Why is Kedo in this sentence? Placing Kedo at the end softens the assertion, making it sound less abrupt or authoritative. Instead of bluntly stating this book has been sealed, the speaker adds a nuance. It is. No. There's Kedo in the. Inviting listeners to participate. Ending with Kedo leaves a sentence slightly open implicitly inviting the listener to acknowledge the information or react to it. It signals, I'm telling you this fact, which you might already know or should remember, and I'm waiting for your response or confirmation. Let's see. Does he pause at the kiddo?
Sakura はこの本を開いて Y を目覚めさせた。最初に会った時も言うたけど、この本には
Okay, so yeah, he pauses it like it's basically two sentences. So he's Keto to soften a sentence at the end? Or maybe to make an acknowledge and get the listener to make an acknowledgement. Let's see, since the sentence starts with, I said this, but when we first met, to the Keto reinforces the connection to the previous conversation. It implies, I told you this before, but maybe you forgot. I told you this before, so keep in mind. The contrast usually expected with but is left unsaid, relying on the listener to infer the implications. Okay, so this keto was basically a conjunction for a part that was not said. I told you this before, but maybe you forgot. I think that's probably the most logical use for it. And then he continues with what he said before. So, 最初に会った時も言ったけど、この本には封印がほど施すそう施されとって施されとってそう最初に会った時も言ったけどこの本には封印が施されとって
Y を目覚めさせた。最初に会った時も言うたけど、この本には封印が施されとってよっぽどの魔力。
As you can see, that's in connective form, so this next sentence has to go with it. Yopodo, very greatly, much to a large extent, quite yopodo, so made from hodo or limited extent, and yopodo, let's see, very greatly. Let's see, this kanji comes from so yopodo is basically a more emphatic way of saying yohodo. Similar to how you have Nihon and Nippon. Yopodo other remaining leftover. So Yopodo Marioku, so magical powers, so there So very magical powers, or very large extent magical powers. Yopodo Morioku no Machinushi, owner, proprietor. So this book has been sealed. Someone with who has a large amount of magical powers. Wait, it's Yanai. So someone not having a large amount. Yeah, someone not having a large amount of magical power. Mochinushi. Let's see. Uh, Akeran, which is from Akeranai. Okay, yeah. What? Akeraren, which is from Akerarenai. So, Akeru is the open, but it's the transitive for memorious. So, open. Akeru. And it's considered intransitive. And then rareru this is probably a potential form. So akerareru would be able to open. And then concept and way of saying not able to open would be akerare hen. So someone without a large amount of magical power is not able to open it. So the book has been sealed, and someone without a large amount of magical power is not able to open it. Or Yopodo no Marioku. Yopodo no Marioku no Machinushi. What is this Nushi kanji from? Lord Chief Master. So the master of having is aka the owner. Mochinushi. Yopado no Marioku no Machinushi yanai to akeraren hen. Akerare hen. Yopado no machi ryoko. Yeah. Yopari no machi ryoko no machi nushi yanai to akerare hen.
最初に会うた時も言うたけど、この本には封印が施されとって、よっぽどの魔力の持ち主やないと開けられへん。さくらにはこの本を開いてワイを目覚めさせた。最初に会うた時も言うたけど、この本には封印が施されとって、よっぽどの魔力の持ち主やないと開けられへん。
質問がありますか? Are there any questions? If there's no questions, then we're going to raid, so please stick around for that. We're gonna rate Teach to Learn, who's studying Japanese right now. Okay. Second person we're gonna raid is we're gonna raid Soy Fox, who's learning Japanese. See, and the last person we're gonna raid is we're gonna raid Stone Mountain 64, who's playing Arc Raiders right now. Minasan, okiyotsukete, mata ashita. Goodbye everyone, see you tomorrow.